This is Scenic Roots talking writing. Our guests today are two sisters originally from the Netherlands. They live here in Tennessee now. Gabrielle and Michaela make music together as Grafted Culture. They've made a couple of albums. They're in the process of making a new album, but they are playing a few shows through the summer, one of which will be at the Mountain Arts Community Centre up on Signal Mountain this Saturday evening starting at 7 o'clock. Details on the show are on the MACC, Mountain Arts Community Centre, MACC website. They stopped by for a chat and also to play a few songs.
Offers pain. Tell me, listener, if my words do burn. Like a bomb, do they heal your hurt? Tell me, speaker, if you meant it all, to lift them up to cause their fall. Sway to the pattern of the wind. There's a way down the Neverland. Where a tree back down again. With the changing of the wind, with an unfamiliar tune. The rhythm changed again. Like a season is our mood. With the changing of the wind, lay the tree back down again. Lay the tree back down again. Warm as you sing your song, till another comes around. River swings are moving on, forsaken home and foreign ground. Or it covers many ways. I whisper near the water, only whispered easy words. Says to please another. Tell me, listener, if my words still burn. Like a bomb, do they heal your hurt? Tell me, speaker, if you meant it all, to lift them up to cause their fall. Sway to the pattern of the wind. There's a way down the Neverland. With a tree back down again. With the changing of the wind, with an unfamiliar tune. The rhythm changed again. Like a season is our mood. With the changing of the wind, lay the tree back down again. There's a way you never learn. In a way it only gets easier to work your way and will stay. There's a way down to the water. Go around and shake your head. There's a waxen wing instead. As we fly away again. And the foreign path cries. Tell me, listener, if my words do burn. Like a bomb, do they heal your hurt? Tell me, speaker, if you meant it all, to lift them up to cause their fall. Sway to the pattern of the wind. There's a way down the Neverland. With a tree back down again. With the changing of the wind, with an unfamiliar tune. The rhythm changed again. Like a season is our mood. With the changing of the wind, lay the tree back down again. Like a season is our mood. With the changing of the wind, lay the tree back down again.
right, we're going to do our latest release here. Well, actually, it hasn't been released yet. We're going to do the song that we're going to be releasing in July. This is
Gypsy.
Gypsy.
So run back to the velvet. You don't know I'm back to the flood that I love. To a room with some lace, paper flowers. Back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy that I was. Well, it all comes down to you. That was bad.
I am so sorry. My hands messed up.
So culture. So run back to the velvet. You don't know ground, back to the floor that I love. To a room with some lace and paper flowers. Back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy that I was. Well, it all comes down to you. Well, you know that it does, and lightning strikes maybe once, maybe twice. Oh, then it lights up the night, and you see your gypsy, you see your gypsy, to the gypsy that remains, and faces freedom, oh, with a little fear. I have no fear, I've only love. And if I was a child, and if that child was enough for me to love, enough to love. She is dancing away from you now. She was just a wish, she was just a wish, and a memory is all that's left for you now. And you see your gypsy, you see your gypsy. Lightning strikes, or maybe once, maybe twice. And you see your gypsy, you see your gypsy. She's dancing away from your night.
Better than the first time. Right. Yeah.
That's right, and we're all warmed up.
I know.
All right, you want to do Ivory Stand? It works because we have opposite vocals, so it's like what she can't take, I can take, and what I can't take, she can take.
That's literally it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out of worries on an empty mind, without a thought, there's no worry to be had.
I'm so tired, sorry. Let's try that one again.
We've been filming since like 6
4
a.m. or
this
something.
morning,
so
so yeah.
it's. I think both of us had heat stroke and we're just recovering.
Yeah.
We're like just waking up. All right, ready?
Yeah, I got this.
memories on an empty mind. Without a thought, there's a worry to be had. Inside alone, you've got too much time. Without his rain, within's a sight. Waiting on sounds on a tin roof, and our voices straining loud. Dear on a journey to call up and flower. I wouldn't fly this day. Can't you say a truth? There's less and less I answer you. Talk too loud to call up and flower. My guess is worth as much as yours. For a little both we know it. We have the meaning and the words, and lonely waters grow. Tell you my guess is worth as much as yours. For a little both we know it. We have the meaning and the words, and lonely waters grow. Saying sounds on a tin roof, and our voices straining loud. We're on a journey to call about and flower this day. Can't you say the truth? There's less and less I answer you. Talk too loud to call up and flower. Sound on a tin roof, and our voices straining loud. We're on a journey to call about and flower this day. Can't you say the truth? There's less and less I answer you. Talk too loud to call up and flower. Voices ringing from deep inside. For every word you dare to worry to be without a lower, running out of time. Within its rain, without a thought, waiting on the sounds on a tin roof, and the voices straining loud. Dear on a journey to call about and flower this day. Can't you say the truth? There's less and less I answer you. Talk too loud to call up and flower out.
You all are from Holland?
Yes, sir.
we are.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in the States?
I want to say 6 years.
Oh, so you live here?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
We currently live in a little town in Tennessee called Clifton, right by the river. It's beautiful.
Where is that? Where's the nearest big town?
Oh my goodness.
It's very far away.
I think we drive about an hour and a half to get to Florence, Alabama to do shopping.
Oh, okay. So it's sort of mid-Tennessee then.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you choose to live there? That's kind of in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
We did.
Actually, we drove through it and we were like, hey, we like this place. So we got stuck.
That's an abbreviated version of the story,
But
but
it's funny and it makes people laugh.
yeah.
Where did you grow up?
We actually grew up in the Netherlands together, and then when we were about teenagers, we moved to Papua New Guinea and spent a few years there.
What part of the Netherlands did you grow up in? Was that in the country too?
Mm-hmm. We pretty much moved a little bit everywhere in the Netherlands.
Mhm.
We loved moving. It was like we moved every 2 years, so we could see new places, and we absolutely loved it. And then when we were like, hey, we want to go somewhere else too, we moved to Papua New Guinea. And I guess we decided that wasn't weird enough, so we came to America, and we like it.
Yeah. We kind of make the joke that we've never lived anywhere more than 3 years until we moved to America. So something here has changed,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm getting the impression that you're making these decisions by yourself. What about
Okay.
your mum and dad? You're not
Fine. My parents made all the decisions. I just took a suitcase. Yeah.
You all appear to be what, early 20s?
Mm-hmm. I'm 21. She's 19.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
almost.
so when you moved here, you were still in school.
Right.
Because I was trying to figure out how you speak English without an accent. 'Cause neither one of you has an accent.
Yeah.
Our mother is actually from America, so we were, raised on two languages, Dutch and English.
Mm-hmm.
It helps, doesn't it?
It does help.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you do in New Guinea?
Well, my father imports tropical timbers, so he worked for a company there, and I spent a lot of time there working with the village kids there. We did a lot of hygiene programs and so forth, going into villages, a lot of aid and that sort of thing.
I have to be honest with you, I don't know very much about New Guinea at all, except that my impression of it is that it's tropical,
Mm-hmm.
and he expressed that it's rural.
It is a third world
village
country.
communities,
Mm-hmm.
not big cities.
Right.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not. It's a third world country, so a lot of grass huts and that sort of thing. It's a very different environment from.
And you moved there from the Netherlands?
We
Mm-hmm.
did, yes.
So I'm thinking culture shock.
Very big. Absolutely. But we fell in love with it. But it was definitely a big difference from like cold, rainy days with like 2 sunny days a year to this tropical place where like, I don't know, it's always hot, even when it is raining. And the scenery was way different, and the people were awesome.
I know exactly what you mean. The first summer I spent in New York,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I took a shower. I walked outside the house, and I thought, why did I bother to take a shower?
Yes, certainly, yeah.
Right.
I don't know that you ever really get used to that. It's just,
I would say probably not.
so, what's the plan with your music? Are you wanting to make music commercially? Because those sounded like folk songs, although the second one's a Fleetwood Mac song, right?
It
Right.
is, yeah.
But the other two, well, your approach to all of them, it sounded like folk songs.
Yeah, so the funny thing about folk music is that when you move around the world a lot, when you travel a lot, you realize folk music is just music of the people. And so having moved around a lot, you take all of these influences, you take the cultures with you, and it just turns into folk music. It wasn't a decision that we made. It was more like it happened because we were submerged in folk culture,
The only reason I ask you that is because in commercial terms, folk music can be something of a hard sell
Mm-hmm.
Right.
if you haven't already figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
But then, since you're embracing songs by people like Fleetwood Mac, I'm assuming that's what you're looking to do, to move beyond that two sisters singing folk songs kind of identity, right? Or not?
Yes, I think that was the core of what started the music. But we've moved into, certainly with these next 2 singles that we're releasing, embracing some of that pop culture as well, but with a folk twist on it, just because we wanted to include the culture that's in, America, include that into our current music. So I would say we're growing beyond the bounds of folk music, but we're not leaving it behind.
The Soderbergh sisters, First Aid Kit, do you know their music?
We actually have, we've heard of them, and a lot of people are like, "Hey, you're like them," and I'm like, "Really?" Yeah.
Let's put aside the obvious, your sisters, and you sing
Right.
together. But one of the songs that the Soderbergh sang that got them attention was Paul Simon's America.
Oh, really?
You know,
Wow.
that's one way that you can get people's attention, is to reharmonize a song that everybody knows.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then they, as I understand it, they were really successful with a series of shows they staged in the concert hall in Stockholm, paying tribute to Leonard Cohen.
Okay.
And they were all Leonard Cohen songs that they sang.
Wow.
You know.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah. We've actually, one of the first covers that we ever learned together was by Simon and Garfunkel. It was Sound of Silence, and we play it, and I would definitely agree. It grabs people's attention because it's like, hey, I know that song. We're like, yeah, we do too,
I think what's most surprising about the music industry here is that everyone expects you to do covers. And so when you show up and you do an entire set of originals, people are looking at you like, oh my goodness, did you just do a whole set of originals? So that was a huge culture shock too. It was like,
Right.
okay, that isn't normal. It's what we do, but it isn't normal for a lot of the places around here.
So what brought you to Chattanooga? You're making a video.
Yeah, so we were this morning and yesterday morning, we were actually filming at a ranch called Mending Arrow Ranch. And we're filming a music video there for our next upcoming single, which is Desperado. I'm going to go ahead and give that away.
Oh, man. It's supposed to be a surprise.
The Eagles song.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it was really great. Kind of, it's a ranch where they use horses for therapy for children who have been abused, as well as children with developmental disorders and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're really looking.
So I'm getting the impression that did you come back and forth regularly then? Is that true?
Recently, we
It's
have.
How far is where you live from here?
Oh, it's a long drive.
It's
2 or 3 hours, I would think. Right?
Yeah,
4 hours, actually. Yeah,
How many?
4.
4 hours.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
But it's beautiful, and that makes up for those stiff legs and
I sleep most
headache.
of the way, but I'm sure it's pretty.
She does. She's like gets in the car, and it's like, whoa, she's asleep. Out. And I'm like,
I
you
mean,
miss everything.
That's what traveling is for, right? It's nap time.
Right, it's nap. It's a really long nap.
That's really cool. You've mastered that.
Yeah.
I have, yeah. You have the engine turns on and I'm out like a light.
Well, I would say that was probably, we used to travel in airplanes all the time. And I mean, the flights were so long. And I think she just developed that habit, you know, when she was little.
This is Scenic Roots Talking Writing. Our guests, Michaela and Gabrielle, together, Grafted Culture, will be up at the MAC, the Mountain Arts Community Centre on Signal Mountain, this Saturday evening, starting at 7 o'clock. This is their most recent single, Change of Winds is the title of it.
Often does the carrier bear the marks of a rolling bush with its many arms. A single line will travel one way, or pain do we grieve and our grief offers play. Tell me, listener, if my words do burn, or like a bone do they heal your hurt? Tell me, speak, or if you meant it to lift them up to cause their false way to the burden of the wind. There's a wind and I'll never lie. With a tree but don't again. With the change of nothing with a new familiar. The rhythm changed again. Like a season is our mood with the changing of the wind. Lay the tree back down again. Lay the tree back down again.
One misses you sing your songs.
Till another comes around.
River speaks of moving.
Forsaken and foreign ground.
Or he curves many way.
I'll whisper near the water.
Hardly whispered he said you
Says to
would.
please another.
Tell me, listener, if my words do burn.
Like a bone, do they heal your hurt?
Tell me, speak, or if you meant it.
To lift them up to cause their false way to the burden of the wind. There's a wind and I'll never lie.
Like a tree but dying again.
With the change in
With an earth
the rhythm changed again. Like a season is our mood with the changing of the wind. Lay the tree back down again.
There's a way you never learn.
In a way it only gets easier.
To rock away instead.
There's a way down to the water.
Oh, darling, shake your head.
There's a waxen wing instead.
As we fly away again.
And the foreign path cries.
Tell me, listener, if my words do burn.
Like a bone, do they heal your heart?
Tell me, speak, or if you meant it.
To lift them up to cause their false way of the wind lay the tree back down again. Like a season is our mood with the changing of the wind.